Okay, so
Silver volume.
yesterday we reached that target. If you look at my last few videos, I've been talking about this 69.32 since the 7th. So since a week ago when we had this move up, I said that if we hold 6700, the target was going to be 69.32. And we finally got there yesterday. Also yesterday in the note I said that if we break above the previous week's high, that would be the target 69.32, which is the 90-day point of control. And we got there yesterday after the close, right after we opened the overnight session. We hit 31.75 and then pulled back. So now we're above it. We tested above March's high, but the RTH high, and then we still have the overnight high here that we didn't test above. But on the upper side, we have some resistance here. So this is the area where I'm looking for. I'm gonna be looking for shorts in this area right here, which is a low volume node. There's also a high delta imbalance at 69.72. There's also some single prints here. So this is an area where we saw some sellers in the past. So this is where I'm gonna be looking to see if they're here to reload and then look for a short back to that 69.32 area, or whichever is the high volume node at that moment. Right now would be, if you see the gray color, that's the 20-day profile. So that's 69.23 is the area where most volume. This is the point of control from yesterday. But for the last week we've had a lot of poor structure below. We have this look at this, there's no volume traded here, a lot of little gaps. We have single prints here, we have single prints here, we have single prints. Yesterday we had 4 sets of single prints, which means that, you know, this is a rally fueled by a lot of shorts being squeezed. There was a lot of positioning to the downside, but people were not positioned for the upside. So you know, you can see it clearly when you have single prints that stops being run. That's traders chasing, etc. So eventually all that poor structure gets cleaned up, gets repaired. Market doesn't like to leave poor structure for too long, even though it could last a long time. But we're looking to see if we clean up at least some of it, right? Right now, after the PPI news, we left a little bit of a selling tail. You see that thin volume right there, and now we're pulling back a little bit. We're below the overnight point of control. So we're opening above the range from yesterday with a gap. So I'm looking to see if we can fill the gap. The way that we open and the way that we react at yesterday's high is gonna give us some information to see if we bounce here and we keep this move going higher, or if we just don't even close the gap, or if we get inside the range and then like accepting and then find more sellers. Then all that's gonna give you information to that you can use to trade, right? So if I'm looking for a gap fill and I see that there's really not continuation and it's like, you know, holding there and then starts reversing, you know, I'm seeing that there's still buying interest and the shorts are not having much of a chance, right? But if I see that we go in and then we attempt to bounce and then immediately come back inside the range, then that's going to be my signal to be looking for shorts in the event that we hold below this low, below the overnight low, and then see if we can clean at least the first set of single prints, or at least part of it, right? But I would be looking for bounces at the previous week's high, 68.88, and see if we clean this up, and then see if we bounce right there, and then go back to that high volume area. Otherwise, if we are not able to fill that gap or not able to get any pullback, I'm gonna see if we break the overnight high, if we can get into this area, at which point I'm more confident of for shorts, just because of what I said before, this structure, this low volume node, single print. There's an untested point of control here, also 69.69. So all this area is going to be resistance. Also, if you look at where we are on NQ, you can see that NQ has this low volume node here, and then that's exactly where we pull back. So, you know, if NQ is pulling back and filling the gap, then ES is likely to be doing the same. But so watch how both react at the gap, at the high from yesterday, and you're gonna. It's easier when they're both going together, moving together. If one is not filling the gap and the other one is filling the gap, I'm gonna be a little bit of a little more suspicious on the move. So crude, that resistance area held really well. It got almost through this whole distribution. We have a couple more points there to the downside, but so far I think that if we get another leg down, I would look for a move towards the 84 area, right? To keep moving through this previous lows, testing this and testing the 50 moving average, and you see that we have a low volume area here, so this is gonna be the area that I'll be looking for a reversal. 82. Gold holding at that 20-day point of control. If I'm not mistaken, silver is above it. Yeah, silver is above it. And it's, you know, they're both moving higher, right? So when the whole Iran thing started, gold and silver dropped like a rock. So now that it seems to be moving in into a resolution, well, it seems, I don't know, market is acting like it. I don't know if it's actually getting any resolution, but then maybe these metals can start going back up again after that. So they're both below the 50 moving average, so I'm watching that. I'm watching the 50. If gold gets above it and holds above it, then 51.30 is the 90-day point of control. And for silver, the 90-day point of control is right above at 94, but it still has a way to a lot to go to get there. But there's some resistance here at 86 for silver. Let's see, I won't be around much today. I have a dentist appointment. I have to leave at around 10, so you know what they say, when I'm not here, buy puts. Alright, good luck.